You're watching Watch Fox Sports Zone with Sports Director Matt Dow, Claire Foley, and Jared Parker. Watch Fox Sports Zone, sponsored by Lexington Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, starts right now.
Welcome into Sports Zone, everyone. I'm Sports Director Matt Dowell. Happy Wednesday to you. A top 4 showdown tomorrow night at Colonial Life Arena. Number 2 South Carolina women's basketball hosting number 4 Texas in a battle of powerhouses. The Gamecocks trying to avenge their only loss of the season and make a statement. Our Claire Foley has more from the Gamecocks practice earlier today.
South Carolina women's basketball preparing for their 6th meeting against Texas since this time last year. Head coach Dawn Staley talking to the media today about what she's seen from the Longhorns in that stretch and what her team needs to be ready for.
I mean, they make it hard. They make it hard for you to make entry passes anywhere on the floor, anywhere. So, and for us, we just have to be disciplined and not disciplined as to the way that we want to play defense and not give them multiple ways of coming off screens. You got to give them one direction, and that's hard enough to guard. But when you give them options, you're going to be running all over the place, expending energy that we need on the defensive side of the ball as well as the offensive side of the ball.
When they're on offense, we know they're big, they're physical. We have to front, we have to do our work early. They rebound the ball really well, so we have to keep them off the boards. And then just as a team, not necessarily just post players, handling the pressure. They're going to deny the wings, going to deny elbow entries. So we just have to work around that and just execute our offense.
These two teams have a lot of history, playing 5 times in just over a year, most recently being a loss in the final seconds of the Players Era Championship out in Vegas on Thanksgiving. Staley saying, though, they're not thinking too much about that game because both the Gamecocks and Texas have changed in that time.
I think we are both 2 different teams, meaning we're sharper in certain areas. For us, we got more depth. Okay, for them, they have more depth. But they are who they are, and we are who we are. I think when it comes down to it, it's not going to come down to what we didn't do in Vegas. It's going to come down to what we do tomorrow night. Has nothing to do with it, because I think when you come in these basketball games, it takes on its own identity, and you're going to have to figure out what needs to be done in real time. So Vegas really doesn't have anything to do with it.
One big change for South Carolina going into this top 5 matchup is the addition of newcomer Alicia Tornabese. Staley confirming she will play in this game. Joyce Edwards talking about what they've seen from her in just the few short weeks that she's been in the States.
She's smart. She catches on things fast. Her defense is great. I mean, offensively, she can shoot. She can space the floor out. I feel like, nobody's played her, so it's going to be hard to get there. And I'm just excited to see her out there play.
And we'll have live coverage from this game for you in all 3 of our shows tomorrow at 5, 10, and in Sports Zone at 11. Reporting from Colonial Life Arena, I'm Claire Foley. Watch Fox Sports.
Yeah, it's a big day for our sports department tomorrow. As she said, we'll be live at 5, 10, and right here in Sports Zone. We'll have extensive coverage on our show tomorrow night at 11, especially with Jared, Claire, and I breaking down this game between South Carolina and Texas. But let's take a look at the series history between these 2 programs. As we've told you, much of it very, very recent. But South Carolina leads the all-time series against Texas 5-4. But in the Dawn Staley era, South Carolina leads 5-2. And as we've told you over and over, and as you all know, they have played 5 times in the last year. Tomorrow will be number 6. South Carolina won 3 of the 5, including the SEC championship game last season and the Final Four meeting in April. But Texas won the game they played this season back in November. So we will see what goes down tomorrow night. Tip-off between South Carolina and Texas is at 7 o'clock tomorrow night at Colonial Life Arena. I cannot wait for this one. It should be fireworks. And we dive deeper into Gamecock women's basketball on our South Carolina Sideline podcast, including game previews. And in our latest episode out now, Jared Parker and I preview the South Carolina-Texas showdown from Colonial Life Arena, where anything can happen. Thursday's game looks a bit different here in Columbia. Texas is going to come in with their first loss of the season, trying not to lose 2 in a row. South Carolina is still going to try and get revenge, but when you look at the SEC standings and the SEC implications that today's result has, South Carolina has an opportunity to really step ahead of LSU and Texas in the bigger picture of the conference standing. So this is a huge opportunity for South Carolina, not just to get a big win at home. We know how big the game is, but just when you look at the postseason, when you look at the seeding for the SEC tournament, all of that, LSU, they said, all right, don't forget about us. And also they changed how Thursday's game looks now here in Columbia. This episode is out now. You can watch a South Carolina sideline on YouTube or listen to it wherever you get your podcast, Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, wherever your podcasts are, so are we. Just scan the QR code on your screen and it'll take you right to where you need to go. Our next episode will come out Friday morning with a reaction and analysis of South Carolina versus Texas.